7 signs your body might be warning you about your heart's health. Hello, how are you? Have you ever wondered if your heart is working as it should? Many times, our body gives us subtle signs that something isn't right, but we tend to ignore them. Today, I'm going to show you 7 signs that might indicate your heart isn't in its best condition, and you should pay attention to them. After all, cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death in the world, responsible for around 400,000 deaths annually here in the country, according to the Global Cardiology Society. But before we begin, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. Stick around because the last sign is more common than you might think. In this video, I'll divide the content into 3 parts to make it easier to understand. In the first part, I'll show you visible signs on your body that could point to heart problems. In the second part, I'll talk about the symptoms you might feel when your heart isn't functioning well, and finally, I'll share valuable tips to prevent heart problems in the future. It's going to be a complete video, and I guarantee you'll learn things you may have never heard before. So, before we continue, go ahead and like the video. This helps YouTube distribute this content to more people who might not have easy access to doctors or hospitals but could greatly benefit from this information. Also, share it with your friends and family. You might help save lives with a simple click. Now, tell me in the comments, have you ever had any heart issues, or do you know someone who has? Where are you watching from? Now, let's get straight to the point. What are the 7 signs your body might be showing that your heart has problems? The first sign is quite curious and can go unnoticed: Frank's sign. You might never have noticed, but some people have a diagonal crease on their ears. This detail was identified by Dr. Sanders Frank in the 1970s, and he noticed that many patients who had angina, which is chest pain, also had this crease. The link between this crease and the heart lies in the arteries. While not everyone with this crease has heart problems, about 70% of younger people with this sign may have an obstruction in the heart or carotid arteries. So, it's worth paying attention. The second warning sign is hair loss on the legs, especially on the shins and thighs. This could be an indication of peripheral arterial disease, meaning blockages in the leg arteries. And if there's a blockage in the legs, it could mean there are blockages in other arteries in the body, including those that supply blood to the heart. Hair loss happens because hair follicles need nutrients to grow, and if blood flow is compromised, those nutrients don't reach the follicles. In addition to hair loss, you might notice that the skin on your legs is smoother, shinier, or even cold to the touch. The third sign is the appearance of xanthelasmas, those yellowish spots you might notice on the eyelids of some people. These cholesterol deposits don't hurt, but they indicate that the body might have elevated cholesterol or triglyceride levels. Approximately 50% of people who develop xanthelasmas have dyslipidemia, which is when there's an imbalance in blood fat levels, like high cholesterol. And even though only 1% of people with high cholesterol have these spots, it's a sign that shouldn't be ignored, as it increases the risk of heart disease and strokes. The fourth sign is arcus senilis, also known as halo senilis, which appears as a white or gray ring around the cornea. This sign is more common in older people, but if you notice this ring before the age of 45, it could be an indicator of very high cholesterol, significantly increasing the risk of heart problems. In older people, after the age of 60, this sign is considered normal, and by the age of 80, it's practically universal. Another important sign is cyanosis, which is the bluish or purplish coloration in certain parts of the skin, such as the lips or fingertips. This sign can occur when a part of the body isn't receiving enough oxygen. Cyanosis can be associated with heart or lung problems, and if it appears when you're at a normal temperature and not exposed to the cold, it's a sign that something might be wrong with the circulation of oxygenated blood in the body. The sixth sign is the appearance of ulcers on the legs or feet that take a long time to heal. If you notice wounds that don't close, it could be that blood circulation in the area is compromised, possibly due to arterial obstruction. These arterial ulcers are usually painful and occur in places like the heels or toes. Additionally, if you feel pain while walking and the pain goes away when you stop, this could be another indication of circulation problems. Lastly, the seventh sign is swelling in the legs, ankles, and feet. This swelling, also called edema, can occur when the heart is weak or enlarged, making it difficult to pump blood effectively. As a result, the body ends up accumulating fluids, especially in the lower extremities. If you notice that your shoes feel tighter or that your ankles are swollen at the end of the day, this could be a sign that your heart needs attention. Now that you know the visible signs, let's talk about the symptoms you might feel when your heart isn't doing well. But before that, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. Stick around because we're approaching the last sign, and it's the most important one. The first symptom is shortness of breath while doing simple activities. If you get tired easily, it could be that your heart isn't pumping blood adequately. Another symptom is a persistent cough, especially if the phlegm is white or pink, which can indicate fluid buildup in the lungs. Shortness of breath when lying down is also a worrying symptom. If you need several pillows to breathe better or wake up gasping for air in the middle of the night, it could be a sign of a heart problem. General weakness, constant fatigue, and difficulty performing simple tasks can also indicate that the heart isn't functioning as it should. If you wake up several times at night to urinate, this could also be a sign that the heart is struggling to maintain fluid balance in the body. Another symptom is leg pain while walking, which eases when you stop. This could indicate poor circulation in the legs. And, of course, the most well-known symptom, chest pain. If you feel pain or pressure in your chest that lasts more than a few minutes, seek medical help immediately. Now that you know the signs and symptoms, let's talk about how to prevent heart problems. First of all, exercise regularly. Walking, swimming, or cycling are great options. If you smoke, stop immediately. Cigarettes inflame the arteries and greatly increase the risk of heart attack and stroke. Maintain a healthy weight, control your cholesterol and glucose levels, and keep an eye on your blood pressure. If you have a family history of heart problems, get regular checkups and talk to your doctor. Remember, heart health is essential for a long and healthy life. If you're noticing any of these signs or symptoms, see a doctor right away. And of course, if you liked this video, share it with your friends and family. More people need access to this kind of information to take better care of their health. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this, like if you found it helpful, and remember, health comes first. See you next time.